210, probă, 210. Can't wait to go out for a test ride with the new CB650R. Today will be the commuting day. I can't wait to do it. So, what do you say, guys? Let's go! And I'm off for the first commuting ride with the Honda CB650R. A bike that I'm used to because I own the previous model. I own the Hornet. I also own the 600RR. So the engine, it's still the same inline 4. Right now it produces 93.5 horsepower, which should be more than enough, but I will have to check out. I know that this bike can pull wheelies, so this is a nice thing to do. And also it's very important that you have a lot of juice in the mid-range. Right now I'm running at around 30 kilometers an hour because I'm on a residential area, and 2000 RPM, but the bike feels quite good. It's not lacking the push. Stop sign, check, left, right. Woohoo! Speed bump, hai să vedem cum se comportă. Oh, cam rigid. Just hit the first speed bump. The Showa single function fork has a hard job to do because it should be a bit more comfortable. I think right now it feels very racy, very sporty, but it does a great job when you push it. It feels like it's capable of fast riding, and I know this is a good asset for twisties. This bike, it's close to classic. The only system that I have on it is the traction control and the ABS. No riding modes, usual cable action throttle, which you can modulate. It feels quite good right now. I can come up with the throttle after 5,000 or 6,000 RPM, and it won't give me a push, which is very important because I don't like snatchy acceleration. I like the way I fit on it. I'm 1.8 meters, I'm a 6-footer, so this bike feels very good. I have enough room leg, a bit of a protection from the side fairings for my knees, and also it has wide handlebar. It's coming up pretty close to me and makes it a bit comfortable. Right now I'm cruising at around 100 kilometers an hour. And it feels nice, it feels quite nice. Woo-hoo! 120 kilometers an hour, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. I want to check out the vibrations. I can feel some through my foot pegs, but it's close to admission when you have the motorcycle boots, but it's not feeling quite bad when you squeeze the gas tank in between. Back in the city, the weather is changing pretty fast at the moment. It's very cloudy right now. So what I've spotted about this bike and what I like, it's a very nice thing that I've spotted on the highway. When you hard brake with the front and rear, the warning lights will come off. So this is a very helpful feature. It can get you out of harm's way in a difficult situation. This is not that good. What about now? Let's see how this bike can go in between cars. Switch it from one leg to another, everything goes good. There's a nice feeling about this clutch. It's very lightweight and very easy to pull the lever. Also the gear shift pedal works like telepathic. You don't have to move your ankle that much in order to shift up and down. So this is a helpful thing when it comes to shifting in the city. Also pulling the clutch a lot at the stoplights. So that's the thing that adds up to the commuting abilities of the CB650R. The dash comes with some info. It shows the gear, which is very helpful for a novice, and also the fuel consumption. Speaking of fuel consumption, you can get a 4.8, 4.6 if you're riding slow like me right now. When I'm riding a bit faster, it will go to 6.5 liters. So that's pretty much, considering that this gas tank will only handle 15.5 liters. The stopping power comes from 2 radial mounted Nissan calipers, and there's also a classic brake pump that I have on this one. I've spotted on the old Hornet also, but it offers a lot of juice, so you don't need to worry about braking because you will come to a complete stop very soon. The ABS on the other hand kicks in a bit too soon for the rear. I didn't manage to lock the front in order to see if the ABS kicks in, but I know for sure that this bike will stop promptly every time I want. That was easy. I'm riding one-handed right now and it feels very light to go from left to right. It's easy to steer, and there's also a lot of leverage coming from this wide handlebar that can be very helpful when filtering the traffic. Okay, so there's enough room for me in between cars. And I'm off. With this ergonomy, I can stay on the bike for more than 3 or 4 hours. It feels good, but I don't know what to say about the saddle because it's a Japanese bike and the saddle is pretty hard. Combine that with this sportier suspension and I think you'll have a sour bum after more or less than 100 kilometers or 1.5 hours of riding. So just finished riding. Unfortunately the weather changed a bit. Right now I have to go home for real. It was a pleasure to ride this bike in the city. I like that it has a lot of potential. You have the lightweight clutch, you have the gearbox that works like magic, you have a lot of braking power, the throttle, it's easy to modulate, so there's no snatchy throttle over there. Everything goes very well. I would have wished for a more comfortable suspension, but I know that would have affected the abilities of the bike on twisties. So right now I'm content with the way the bike feels on bumpy roads. I liked a lot that I have enough room to go in between cars. There's this wide handlebar and the turning angle, which helps you a lot to change the lane and go in between the traffic and squeeze yourself until you're first at the stoplights. So this is a very helpful feature for this bike in order to make it a very good commuter. There's another thing that I wanted to point out about this bike. It's the way it looks, because I like it a lot. It's a naked with Street Fighter accents, the neo-classic theme, it's over here. I love what they did with the finishes on the engine covers, this bronze, and also the exhaust that swipes to the right, that round headlight. It's definitely eye-catchy and I like it a lot. So this should be it for today. I will come up with more videos of this bike when I will do the first oil change at 1000 kilometers, and after that ride to the mountainside on the twisties with this CB. I know that I will have a big smile on my face. Till then, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. See you guys.